My name is Debra Asper and I work for residential youth care as the project developer for Sea Level. We are in Ketchikan, Alaska, and this week the Vive18 team came in and they did several presentations around the community at the middle school and at the high school. They also did a leadership development meeting with our Ketchikan Youth for Change kids and did a community presentation. Vive18 is different from other drug prevention platforms because it focuses more on skill development versus the idea that kids should just say no to drugs. Some of the things that I've heard kids say after their presentation was that they felt very connected to Jake and to Tomas. I know that one of the Ketchikan Youth for Change kids went up and introduced Jake because after the presentation that they did with the smaller group with Ketchikan Youth for Change, she felt very connected to him. So I think also the parents were very, the presentation was done in a way that they could understand it and it was relevant to what they're experiencing with their kids at home. And currently there's a bunch of people down the hall who are interacting and networking and talking, still talking and having conversations about it. Very high energy, very easy to talk to, very inclusive and collaborative. Sometimes when presenters come to Ketchikan, because we're like this little isolated island and community, it can be difficult for them to kind of break the ice. And that was not an experience that the Vive18 team had with us here. So my job is to develop this project that focuses around primary prevention. And one of the things that I hope that the community can take from this is the emphasis on skill development and connection, and not the previous idea of what prevention is, but moving into that idea that prevention doesn't have to be clinical. It happens all over us. It happens with my kids, with me and my kids. It happens with my friends and her kids. It happens between us with each other's kids and with teachers. It can happen anywhere with safe adults all over the community. And that's something that I'm hoping people register, that it's not difficult, but it's very important. I think that regardless of how much prevention work is already being done or is not already being done, Vive18 will bring something new, or they'll introduce it in a way that's fun and easy to understand. I really enjoyed that presentation and the two different dynamics. I think that that's important. I think that as somebody who's in recovery, I think that typically people expect people who are in recovery to talk about prevention and be towing the line, but it really also has to come from people who are not in recovery, who are their lived experience is primary prevention, not that they wish there had been primary prevention efforts in their community that were stronger, so that there's that well-rounded balance. So that's really cool.